yesterday, and you will enjoy another exciting day with us today. Erasmus Plus program has continuously supported University of Vlora, not only through international credit mobilities, but also through capacity building projects, where University of Vlora has a long and successful experience, and it has been identified as a fair and reliable partner. Currently, University of Vlora is implementing 80 projects funded by the European Union. And today, honored colleagues from University of Vlora will give a short presentation of some of them and their impact in our university and our community. In this context, as per today's agenda, I'd like to invite Ms. Edvira Lati, Head of Projects and International Relations Office at University of Vlora, to provide the presentation regarding the internationalization through capacity building projects. To continue with Doctor of Science Aurora Bacai, who will present the project MAP&M, followed by Associated Professor Armela Panayoti, Project Coordinator of Jean Monnet Module, to present the project with the acronym FOLATE, followed by Professor Eleniza Piero, Coordinator of Success Project, Professor Engeleid Mihili for the project NoHub, and to end this session with Professor Enida Pulai, member of Entrar Projects. Honored colleagues, the floor is yours.
Hello, a very warm greetings to every one of you. This day we are celebrating our fruitful collaboration as well as the mutual achievements during the years. I'm very grateful to you all for taking the time to be here in this important event of University of Vlora. This presentation focuses on the internationalization through Erasmus Plus project, FUV, and what I hope you'll get from this introduction is a clearer view of the potential of our university through various projects. During the last 15 years, our university exchanged, explored, and disseminated good practices in way to promote its internationalization and also improve competitiveness of the respective regions involved. Until today, UV counts more than 35 projects, where mainly the highest number of applications and projects are within the component of Erasmus Plus capacity building in higher education. UV started its first collaboration. UV started its first collaboration on 2002 with projects under campus program, and since 2015 has been part of the Erasmus Plus capacity building in higher education projects. In the course of the years, University of Vlora gained a lot of experience in the field of implementing projects, and these lead UV to be seen as a reliable and on 2017, through the project with acronym TVET, our university showed up as a good practice. Through this successful and fruitful project, we're trained, certified, and increased the capacities of more than 2,000 teachers. Also, this project managed to create a teacher registration system, thus real Erasmus Plus Program 2020, UV won for the first time through the Department of Foreign Languages of the Faculty of Humanities and Law the application of Erasmus Plus Jean Monnet Module. Implementation of all projects under Erasmus Plus program, and not only, has been empowering collaborations and capacity building of our university. UV all the time is giving its best to be an innovative and entrepreneurial university committed to fostering the qualities and talents of its students and staff. Also, University of Vlora is an actively institution open to society and to the world. Positive evaluation of project life awarded our university with important achievements. Confrontation with a variety of project applications in the framework of EU programs and dealing with the practical realities and the often unforeseen challenges have enriched the experience of UV in managing and implementing projects. The seriousness shown during the application and implementation of the projects from University of Vlora emphasized it as a reliable and trustworthy partner. For example, some consortiums choose UV as partner more than one time. For instance, University of Montenegro and University of Ålesund in Norway have applied with UV times. Also, developing professional internationalization objectives have increased the partners' network of UV. University is the institutional support, where through the decision of the Board of Administration, all the members of the project benefit an extra payment regardless the result of the application, and consequently higher applications. Using the resources from the projects and work accomplishments in a short time have built and enriched the capacities and performance of staff of UV. Through the project, UV developed and maintained its services, facilities, and systems through the infrastructure of the university. Also are centers of science, innovation, enterprising, and commercialization. All relevant information about UV's project is easily and effectively accessible to everyone that shows interest on this issue. The information is published not only in the official website of the project, but also in the official website of our university, specifically in the category of internationalization. Well, this brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and I'm inviting you to see a short video where you can have information about the ongoing project and enjoy it. Thank you.
Në Fakultetin e Shkencave projektesh të Bashkimit Evropian, kryesisht në kuadrin e programit Erasmus, të cilët implementohen në disa degë të tij, kryesisht në degën e shkencave detare dhe në shkencat në inxhirit mekanike, elektrike dhe navale. Aktualisht është projekti Almax, që ka të bëjë kryesisht me peshkimin detar, qëllimi kryesor i të cilit është hapja i masave të përbashkët me disa universitete të tjera. Projekti i dytë është projekti Vlore, që ka të bëjë edhe ky me disa universitete të tjera të Bashkimit Evropian, që ka të bëjë me përmirësimin e cilësisë të shikimit blu, ndryshe të ambientit detar në cilët ne jetojmë, situash dhe punojmë në këtë ambient që është shumë e lidhur me turizmin detar, me aktivitetet ndryshme që ka qyteti Vlorës.
Me anë të projektit Blu Ekonomi në Ballkanin Perëndimor, synojmë që të integrojmë lëndë si inovacioni dhe si përmarrja në deg të Universitetit të Vlorës. Në kuadër të kësaj iniciative janë bërë edhe trajnime me profesor të Universitetit NTU në Norvegji.
Përshëndetje, ndodhemi në qendrën e zhvillimit rajonal, në të cilën është implementuar projekti i njohur TIVET. TIVET është një projekt strukturor i cili përfshin 8 universitete shqiptare, së bashku me ministrinë, si dhe 3 universitete të Leonit, të Kremsit dhe të Turkut në Finland. Deri tani janë trajnuar mbi 2500 mësues, gjithashtu është pjesë e rrjetit të qendrave të trajnimit të mësuesve, të krijuar në këtë projekt, si dhe pjesë e rrjetit të mësuesve të trajnuar nga Universiteti i Vlorës.
Doraditjet e kryesore të projektit, së pari mund të përmendi lidhjen e 16 moduleve, të cilat janë module që reflektojnë nevojat që kishin mësuesit për trajnime dhe që janë ofruar tan projektit TIVET në të gjitha universitetet shqiptare që ishin partnerë në projekt. Së dyti, projekti kontribuoi dhe në tani kontribut të rëndësishëm në krijimin e qendrës së trajnimit të vazhduar, që kjo qendra në të cilën ne jemi tashmë, e cila shërben për të kryer të gjitha trajnimet me mësuesit. Pas këtij projekti, ende sot kemi qindra mësues të cilët vazhdojnë të trajnohen
Ndodhemi në qendrën e këndit të biznesit, i cili është një produkt i projektit klubeve të biznesit, mbështetur dhe financuar nga Interreg Greece Albania, tashmë prej 2 vitesh. Ky projekt ka përfunduar dhe siç e shikoni, këtu kemi të instaluara 5 pozicione, të cilat mirëpresin çfarëdo lloj iniciative për bizneset të reja, qoftë nga studentët, qoftë dhe nga publiku i gjerë, nga komuniteti i qytetit tonë. Qendra e zhvillimit rajonal vjen me një projekt tjetër të suksesshëm në programin Interreg Albania, Italia, Montenegro. Ky projekt ka të bëjë me edukimin e komuniteteve me smart energjit, të cilat janë energjitë e rinovueshme dhe mbështeten për të njohur dhe për të implementuar nga komuniteti i rajonit tonë.
Projekti No Hub është një projekt i cili financohet nga Bashkimi Evropian, në të cilin marrin pjesë partnerë nga Spanja, nga Finlanda, nga Austria, si dhe nga vendet e Ballkanit Perëndimor, ku përfshirë këtu Shqipërinë, Malin e Zi dhe Bosnjën e Hercegovinën. Në këtë projekt, qëllimi kryesor është ndërtimi i hubeve ose qendrave të komercializimit në secilin nga universitetet partnere, por këto qendra nuk do të funksionojnë thjesht si qendra kërkimore shkencore, por do të funksionojnë si qendra që lidhin universitetin me bizneset me qëllim plotësimin e misionit të tretë të universiteteve.
Projekti Tangram në kuadër të programit Adrian ka filluar implementimin e tij në mars të 2020 dhe përfundon në 2022. Qëllimi i projektit Tangram është krijimi dhe promovimi i emrit të markës Adrian me qëllim zhvillimin e një turizmi të qëndrueshëm, të orientuar drejt parqeve dhe të lidhura me trashëgiminë natyrore dhe kulturore. Rezultatet e pritshme të këtij projekti janë krijimi i një oferte turistike të diferencuar me qëllim zgjatjen e sezonit turistik, krijimin e vendeve të reja të punës të qëndrueshme dhe cilësore në sektorin e turizmit dhe njëkohësisht përmirësimin e sistemit të qeverisjes bazuar gjithmonë në një bashkëpunim më të mirë midis sektorit publik dhe sektorit privat.
Projekti i fare, krijimi dhe aplikimi i një sistemi bazuar në proceset e avancuara të oksidimit për trajtimin e mbetjeve ujore spitalore, për heqjen e mbetjeve farmaceutike me qëndrueshmëri të lartë në mjedisin ujor. Partnerët e projektit FAREM janë 6 partnerë, ku Universiteti i Janinës është partneri lider, ndërsa Universiteti Ismail Qemali Vlore është partneri shqiptar kryesor për pjesën e kërkimit shkencor.
Sukses është projekti që po zbatohet në Fakultetin Ekonomisë dhe që po financohet nga Komuniteti Evropian. Qëllimi kryesor i këtij projekti është të mbështesë punëzënien e studentëve të diplomuar, duke konsoliduar marrëdhënien mes universitetit dhe botës së biznesit. Konsorciumi i këtij projekti përdoret nga 16 partnerë, të cilët së bashku me dhomët e tregtisë dhe agjencitë e zhvillimit nga rajoni dhe Europa bashkëpunojnë për arritjen e qëllimeve kryesore.
Përveç angazhimit në mësimdhënie dhe kërkim, këtu në Fakultetin e Shkencave Humane ne përpiqemi të angazhohemi shumë edhe në projekte ndërkombëtare. Në të kaluarën kemi marrë pjesë në projektet Tempus, një nga projektet më me rëndësi që kemi zbatuar ka qenë South East European Project for the Advancement of Language Studies, përmes të cilit janë realizuar disa botime, kryesisht në fushën e studimeve në gjuhë të huaj. Është mundësuar hapja një programi të ri studimi master shkencave në përkthim dhe interpretim. Janë organizuar 2 shkolla verore ku studentët tanë kanë marrë pjesë aktive, si dhe shumë trajnime dhe workshope. Enhancement of higher education research potential, contributing to further growth of the Western Balkan region, një projekt i cili ka pasur si synim rritjen e potencialit akademik, por edhe ndihmës akademik në funksion të kërkimit shkencor në universitetet e Ballkanit Perëndimor, përmes të cilit ne kemi përfituar shumë. Një nga këto përfitime ka qenë marrja e logos HR Excellence in Research, kuptimi së cilës është ekscelenca në kërkim për burime njerëzore. Aktualisht jemi duke zbatuar 2 projekte me financim të Bashkimit Evropian, një është projekt Jean Monnet, modul, i cili titullohet Foreign Language Teaching in and for European Context, i cili zbatohet me studentët master në gjuhë të huaj, gjuhë angleze dhe italiane, por është i hapur edhe për studentë të tjerë që studiojnë kryesisht në disiplina humane dhe ka në fokus njohurit për Bashkimin Evropian, kryesisht për politikat gjuhësore të Bashkimit Evropian, çështje të multilingvizmit, çështje të plurilingvizmit e të tilla të lidhura me to, siç është komunikimi ndërkulturor. Projekti tjetër që jemi duke zbatuar është projekt Erasmus Plus K2, pra capacity building, dhe ka në fokus çeljen e një programi të ri studimi, master, në edukimin STEAM, që nënkupton ndërthurjen e elementeve të shkencës, teknologjisë, inxhinierisë, artit dhe matematikës.
Hello, joyful greetings to everyone. I'm Aurora Bakay. I am a staff member of the MAP&M project, or better, development of the Regional Joint Master in Maritime Environment and Protection and Management. The partners of this are Albania and Montenegro. Both countries have a key political goal in joining European Union, as all other Western Balkan countries. In order to join the EU, both countries must meet many environmental criteria in addition to others. Indeed, the environmental criteria are crucial in this process. So, coastal zone and maritime environment protection are with most interest from Montenegrin and Albanian government. So, this project focuses in issues regarding the protection of marine and coastal zone environmental, from global climate change and local or regional pollution issues in both Montenegrin and Albanian country. The blue economy sector in these countries is marked as the most influential on the local and regional source of marine pollution, as well as a contributor to global climate change. In fact, the lack of the adequate number of professionals in governmental institutions, the blue economy sector enterprises dealing with issues in the field, should be overcome through enhancing education and research in Montenegrin and Albania higher education institutions. Concerning to the topic of this project, Montenegro and Albania will support the following activities: developing the professional capacities in the field of maritime environment protection and management, supporting the process of regional cooperation in public, private education and research sector, through developing a new regional joint interdisciplinary master degree in maritime environmental protection and management for graduated bachelor students, for professionals of the government, and as well as for other professionals who seek for a specific knowledge in the MAP&M field. Project priority, as you may see there, is focused in issues regarding the protection of marine and coastal environment from more global climate change or local or regional pollution issues in both Montenegrin and Albanian countries. Project priority objectives is strengthening international cooperativeness within European higher institution and European research area between the two countries. The project acronym is MAP&M, and the title, as you had the chance to see, is Development of the Regional Joint Master Program in Maritime Environment Protection and Management. Specific objectives are maritime environment protection and management, education and research, regional joint interdisciplinary master program in English language, the long-term needs in specific issues of coastal and marine environmental protection and management in South Adriatic and Ionian Sea, as well as strengthening of international competitiveness in Montenegrin and Albanian higher education institutions. To build up human and technical capacities of higher education institutions to support a new master program in MAP&M, to enhance networking among higher education institutions, governmental institutions, blue economy sector enterprises, and in order to act regularly in order to prevent the cope with consequences of global climate change and local or regional marine pollution. The coordinator of this project, in fact, is University of Montenegro, and the partners country is Montenegro and Albania. From Albania side, we may say Alexandru Moisiu University of Durrës, University Ismail Qemali of Vlora, General Maritime Directorate, Natural and Environment Protection Agency, Ecological Center Dolphin, and also we may present the program countries which are beneficiaries: University of Ljubljana, University Costa d'Azur, University of Cadiz. The work package of this project consists of 6 VUPs, which are state-of-the-art of maritime environment protection and management, development and implementation of a master degree program, capacity building through staff training and equipment purchase, quality control and monitoring, dissemination and exploration of project research, and the last but not least, project management. So you have the possibility to see all the VUPs here. The proposed project, in fact, includes all expertise necessary to assure high-quality standards, necessary organizations and procedural expertise in order to develop e-learning courses material for each teaching involved, necessary pedagogical experience related to innovative pedagogical approach, and also, not least, in deep technical knowledge indeed to perform such a program using ICT and multimedia. Furthermore, the national authorities in charge of coastal and marine environment protection in Montenegro and Albania have expressed their commitment to support all activities. In this consent, the wider project objectives as well as its specific objectives have been defined, taking into account the situation in the field, the existing capacities, and the potential of the particular institution to achieve them. The project, in fact, started its implementary from January 2021, and it will last for 3 years. This academic year, in fact, we are dealing with the curricular preparation, and after it we are going to apply in our government institutions in order to open this master degree program. Hopefully next year all the students can apply to the following course and to finalize positively this project. As a staff member of MAPMM project, I would like to encourage all students who are interested in the field of maritime environment and protection management to apply to join this master degree. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vlora. My name is Armela Panayoti. I teach at the Department of Foreign Languages. I'm currently Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, and I'm here to present the module I'm coordinating. The title of the Jean Monnet module is Foreign Language Teaching in and for European Contexts. Well, let me tell you from the very start that this module is a good example of an application that fails the first try and wins the second one. So it was the first time we applied with this module was, I wouldn't say a success, but it was, we managed to get quite positive feedback from the reviewers, good points, but not enough to be considered winners. And after we got the feedback from the reviewers, we improved the application and resubmitted, and here we are. As you could see from the previous presentation on the projects, the aim of this module is to train prospective teachers who are currently studying at our department. We have 2 MA programs in foreign language teaching, one in English and one in Italian. And the idea is to train these students to be able to get to know more about language policies as related to EU studies, and also have an idea of how these EU policies align with national policies, language policies I mean. But as you could see from the presentation earlier on, the modules are open to other students interested in EU studies, that is students coming from other subject areas studying at our faculty and who are interested in enriching their background in language policy. What is behind this idea? Well, you know that the European Union pays very much attention to language skills because, you know, being composed by so many countries and being so multicultural, having 24 official languages, it means a lot. And it means a lot not only from the cultural perspective, but also from a more pragmatic perspective. It means many people employed in the language sector. But it also enriches skills and it enhances intercultural competence. You know that there are very key documents in that regard, and we as academics who are supposed to train future teachers thought it is a must for us to provide some education for students in that direction. So basically this is what I was saying earlier on, so I'm skipping this slide just to keep the presentation short. So to sum it up, the idea is to improve the professional skills of all module participants. How is the module run? As I was saying earlier on, the module or the modules come in 2 versions, in English and in Italian. And the courses are composed of 3 integrated modules, counting towards 6 credits at the end of the course. There are 6 teaching activities. As I said, they come in 2 languages, English and Italian, and the teaching activities are seminars. As you can see, these are the modules integrated within the course: European language education policies and teacher education, language competence, European framework, reference and indicator, and 21st century perspectives of foreign language teaching in a multilingual Europe. As you can see, each of the modules counts towards a certain amount of credits at the end. As I was explaining earlier on, we try to attract as many students as possible besides the ones who have to take the course as part of their degree program. So we try to reach out as many participants as possible, like in-service teachers who need the course in the sense of working towards their professional development. And in order to motivate them, we also provide a certificate of participation, not only as a sign, as a token of motivation, but also to give credit to the module. Besides the modules, we also try to have other activities. For instance, 3 conferences are foreseen in the project. We have already had one. We had our very first Vlora conference last December, which was a very good conference in the sense that we managed also to draw the attention of the Ministry of Education. Our Ministry of Education is very much involved with language policies and has already produced some key documents which we give for reference to our students in the course. Then conference volumes, which will be a byproduct of the conferences, like conference proceedings. A teaching resource pack made mainly of online resources we will put on our website. An interactive projects website in which we try to share all the information that is connected to the project. project presentations in the media, like this one, for instance. This would be a dissemination activity we will post on our website. Publication of articles in peer-reviewed journals. This didn't used to be a must in the past for Jean Monnet projects, but now it has become a must, so we are happy to have included that. As I was saying earlier on, we pay very much attention to dissemination. For that purpose, we have already built a website. So here are the links. You can have a look at the links for yourselves, or if you're interested, you can Google the acronym of the project, and you can see for yourselves. We are active on social media. We also have a YouTube channel, a video presentation like a teaser, and the conferences and the articles and all that. If you have any questions, here are the main contact details where you can reach us. Thank you very much for your attention.
Hello everyone. I'm a Vice Dean of the Faculty of Economy, and I just wanted to send my greetings from the Faculty of Economy. I will present today some words about the success project I'm currently coordinating at our faculty, and which is at the first year of its implementation. A success project is a sustainable university enterprise cooperation for improving graduate employability. So the aim of this project is to improve the collaboration between universities and enterprises, so to make possible that students after their graduation found in more easier way their job, so fulfill their market needs. As you can see in the slides, I have presented some of the objectives, and this is the main objective of the Success Project, which is to establish university enterprise cooperation by forming a partnership in the areas of education and knowledge transfer based on the market needs, as well as creating wide enterprise university cooperation network in Western Balkan university countries. There are also some specific objectives while we are working on this project, and these specific objectives are focused on development of relationships between professional environment and evaluation of needs of this environment in order to make possible the participation in education of students with the aim to increase employability in Western Balkan countries. Also, we aim to modernize 3 technical study programs in each partner countries by introducing practice-oriented teaching and modules with real-life problems. Another aim is to reinforce existing and establishing new startup services at Western Balkan countries, higher education institutions. Also, we are trying to develop and implement internship programs at our countries. And as our last aim, we mean to create a wide university enterprise network in the region, as well as to set up innovative cooperation platform for the sharing of good practices between academia and business environment. In the next slide, I've just tried to present some of the logos of the partner countries of this project. And the main coordinator is International Birch University. Then we have other partners like University of Novi Sad, University of Kempten in Germany, University of East Sarajevo, University of Montenegro, University of Tuzla, and other universities like some Albanian universities like Shkodra University, Epoka University, and our university too. Then I am trying to present you some of our working packages. The first working packages is focused on exploring the partnership models in program countries and Western Balkan countries. The second working package is developing the university enterprise partnership.
The third one, developing job-oriented studies at Western Balkan countries' universities. The fourth working package is creation of startup services at Western Balkan countries' universities. Then quality control and monitoring activities, dissemination and exploitation of the project activities, and as the final working package is project management. To make it as short as possible, I will try to skip these other slides because I'm focusing there to present you which will be the benefits for each of the interest groups like students or industry. Anyway, it is very important to mention that for the academic staff we aim to train in new entrepreneurship models and skills based on the labor market needs. Also, we need to base our cooperation establishing as much as possible our needs with market needs, and then to make it possible to increase the capacities and skills of our staff in order to work in international surrounding. There are also some tangible results which are expected in the next years. These are focusing more on creating the model of cooperation, adoption between university and businesses, modernization of 3 study programs by introducing modules with real-life problems from practice case studies, and then creation of internship programs, introduction of them in more than 20 students in order to make it possible to involve them in internship programs. And finally, I've presented here some of the websites we are using to disseminate our work, and I just wanted to invite even you all to follow our work in the implementation of this project. Then just to thank you and to wish to enjoy all these days all your staying in Vlora. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Professor Piero. I'm not going to speak about the know-how project because most of you saw a short video before about the main concepts and all the rest. But when we were preparing the agenda, we were discussing and we thought, okay, let's do it something different. So during the last month, we had the project meeting in Girona, in Spain, and during the meeting we had with us 12 students, and 52 students in total from all the partner countries. And they stayed there for 14 days, for 2 weeks, in order to be trained in innovative methods of thinking and all the rest. So I'm not going to speak, but I'm leaving the floor to one of the students that participated in this boot camp, to Enid Muharemi, so he can present from the student perspective what they felt, what they learned, and how this project can be interesting and important for them. So, Enid, the floor is for you.
Thank you. So between 16 and 28 of May, a group of 12 students, including me, went to Girona in behalf of the know-how project. But how were all of us chosen? How did we become part of this project? Everything started with a notification on the website of the university. There were 12 opportunities for students. The notification is still there for students to see and maybe apply for future projects. But what is know-how purpose? As Professor Enkelade said on the first video, is developing centers, but not as research centers, but as centers for a connection point between universities and startup or businesses, so they can use university technology for their services. Well, let's start from the flight to Girona. We had a direct flight from Tirana to Barcelona, and from there we took a bus to Girona. It was for some students the first flight, so it was a pretty good experience. Hospitality, everything was taken care of from university and from No-Hub organization. We stayed in a bed and breakfast hotel and had our meals on university. We had so many opportunities to travel and to see the city of Girona. Andrea Bitfalvi was one of the coordinators, and she made sure that every need of ours was fulfilled. I want to also thank Adis and Boyan for all the support they showed. Okay, on Monday 16, which was our first day at the university, we met with our university representatives and also with our trainers. You can see on the right is the campus, which was a big and amazing campus. And on the bottom, a photo of all the students and our university representatives. We had a 5-day training on our first week. On day 1, we had an introduction and team building. We were 5 universities participating, and we built teams from 1 student from each university. On day 2, we had ideation, economics, and management perspective. On day 3, understanding the market, data collection, data analysis, and business modeling. On day 4, we used a management tool, and we did some practical work. And on day 5, we talked about stakeholders, how to give a good speech, and developing business models. On our second week, we have a 5-day group work. We worked a little bit individually and a little bit with our groups, so we could create our business idea. And during this week, we brainstormed with each other, and we asked some professors consultation, so we could have to perfectionate our ideas. I'm going to talk briefly about, we were 10 teams in total. I'm going to talk briefly about our ideas. So team 1 was smart garden, a vertical garden, which you could grow vegetables or small fruits, and this you could water and rotate it from an application. Team 2 talked about the security button. So it was like a smart pen or little device that when pressed, you could send a notification to the police station, and it would show your location. Team 3, Inosus, which was my team, was about creating smart benches that you could charge your electronic bike or electronic scooters. Team 4 was Eco5, creating a system that detects fires in forests, and this had a thermal sensor, and it would send a notification to farmers or businesses nearby, and on stronger signals, it would send the notification to the firefighters. Team 5, Raina, was developing a machine that helps with recycling of medical waste in hospitals or healthcare centers. Team 6, healthcare app, where for minor health issues, patients do not have to go to the doctor, but can contact the doctor through an app and don't have to wait in long lines or pay big fees. Team 7 was trash and cash, buying a recycling machine and implementing it on Balkan countries and use it to get points and get rewarded from them. Team 8 was Innovation Nation, implementing VR technology in touristic buses, so you could see the architecture without obstacles. You could also hear about the story of the attraction and how were they built along history. Team 9, Smart Blackboard, a device that is used to clean the board. This would be useful for teachers, so they don't have to worry if students got their notes or not, because a scan of the board will go directly to their emails. And finally, Team 10, a chip for pets to show their location and measure their health, like temperature, blood pressure, or other health checks. Then on Friday of the second week was the presentation day. All teams had 2 minutes to present their ideas for a jury. This jury then chose the 3 best teams to explain in 15 minutes their idea in more detail, and the team that won a special prize. Visiting Girona, now comes the traveling part. So we visited Girona on our free time, and we saw the most attractive places. Like, for example, the photo on the left is a bridge called the Eiffel Bridge, because it was designed by the same person who designed the Eiffel Tower. On the left is like the Cathedral of Girona. On the top right, another campus of the university. I think we are 4 or 5 campuses. And on the bottom, the river of the city. Then on the weekend, on our first Saturday, we visited Barcelona. We took a train there for, it was like an hour and a half, approximately. We visited the Sagrada Familia, the Arc of Triumph, the Casabat of Gaudi, and I don't know what that is. We visited Costa Brava, one of the most beautiful coastlines of Spain. There were so many beaches there, but we only had time for one of them. And this one was called Port Vel, I think. And as you can see, it is beautiful. And in conclusion, I could say that this experience was definitely awesome. By citing entrepreneurship and innovation, we learned the underlying principles of starting a business, pitch ideas more effectively, validate our product, develop a solid business model, and set up for success in a field where failure is common. I want to thank my university for the opportunity they gave me. I want to thank the students, 11 students that were with me, and I want to thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Hello everyone, dear participants of the first International Week in Vlora University. I'm here to present a short presentation of Entral project because I'm a member of this project in the University of Vlora. The Entral idea started in Girocastra in September 2019, where the teams of Albanian University were working about a previous project, TAVET, which aimed to help teachers for their qualification and training or lifelong learning process. The consortium or the partnership of Albanian partners began with the project U3M in 2012, and the aim of U3M was to establish a centers of regional development in Albanian higher institutions. After U3M project, another project, as you saw during the presentation of our projects in Vlora University, was another project who aimed to establish the infrastructure and human resources for teacher training, and also to create a national system of teacher qualification. So, Entral project is an extension of the TAVET consortium or partnership, and the aim of this project is to educate teachers for entrepreneurship education or entrepreneur skill. Entral is the acronym of Entrepreneur Skill for Modern Education in Albania, and is a capacity building in the field of higher education in the framework of Erasmus Plus under the Key Action 2. The main coordinator is the University of Turku in Finland, and Albanian universities are partners, but the University of Vlora is co-coordinator of this project. The general objective of this project is to increase the entrepreneurial mindset in Albanian education institution, not only in higher education institution, but also in primary and secondary school, to support graduate skills matching the requirement of the working life and the modern society. For this region, the project aims to bring an entrepreneurial mindset to university and school level, encouraging entrepreneurial teaching methods, nurturing entrepreneurial behavior from the students, and supporting the creation of students' startups. Teachers are supported by the university structure and mechanism, but also the students get from their teacher better support and advice in terms of entrepreneurship and skills related to entrepreneurial attitude, supporting their employability after graduation. Here are some of the objectives of our project. As Entral is an extension of the consortium between Albanian partners created during the project U3M and TAVET, the main objective, one of the main specific objectives of this project is to implement entrepreneurship and to fulfill the third mission of our university according to the needs of the teachers. Also, to utilize the specialized center to teach, to train the teachers in accordance to the needs of Ministry of Education to increase entrepreneurial mindset at the national level through accredited teacher training in entrepreneurship. Also, increasing an entrepreneurial mindset at the institutional level through teacher training and entrepreneurship camp. Establishing new enterprise and standards of teacher training in entrepreneurship in Albanian University and school through organizing seminars in Albanian University and training visit to European universities too. Developing a training course for teachers for primary school and secondary school and also for academic staff, and a camp for students using scientific methodology, ethics, and ICTs used in learning. We have introduced also 2 modules which will apply for credits, 1 credit for each of the course, and discover equipment to support the training and course process. Developing also digital structure in Albanian University that support entrepreneurial activities for teacher qualification and lifelong learning and student abilities. Why entrepreneurship education is important for our teachers? Because here you can see some of the arguments that means that entrepreneurship education is very important for our education system, not only in primary and secondary school, but also for higher education. Entrepreneurship is an actual need for job market. The use of digital technology is also another need that the job market needs to be able to manage complex information, thinking autonomously and creatively, perfect and effective communication to be flexible, the innovation gap between higher education and the institution and the community, the employment problem related to the level of education. We have done also an analysis during the first work package of our project, and we find that there are some mismatches between the education system and the labor market. Some of them are graduates enroll in jobs that do not match their qualification level, reflected also in low salary level, lack of opportunities for career development, and no job satisfaction. So the focus of our project is how to reinforce the knowledge triangle between teachers, students, and businesses, and encourage education providers to collaborate with business. Here is the consortium or the partnership of Albanian University. You can see that there is the University of Vlora, University of Korça, Durrësi Shkodra, University of Sport in Tirana, University of Gjirokastra, University of Elbasan, and also another private university in Vlora, the University of Abarsia. You can see here the map of our partnership, but not only Albanian University, but also foreign universities such as the University of Turku in Finland, the University of the Technology University in Dublin, and also the University of León in Spain. Which are the benefits of our project? Investment in infrastructure and internet access, new equipment to support lifelong learning and entrepreneurship education, maintaining existing devices to support sustainable development, promoting lifelong learning opportunities for all, raise the status of teaching profession, raising the quality of the education, improve the employability of the graduates. Here you can see the role of Albanian partners, but the role of Albanian partners is not only to support each other in order to train the teachers and to create good modules for their qualification, but there is also another partner, an important partner in this partnership, the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Youth. The role of the ministry is to implement a lifelong learning platform system, which will reorganize the process, and also is at the head of accreditation for the modules that we have prepared for the teachers. The success of our project is due to the 3 main factors: the staff experience in teaching, collaborative spirit, and well-selected teams. Here is the implementation process. We have finished the 2 first work packages. We did a deep analysis of needs in the field of entrepreneurship education. Also, we have been trained in Finland, at the University of Turku, and also in Dublin. And recently, we have been in León, where we have presented 4 modules: 1 for the primary education teacher, another one for the secondary school teachers, and 2 others for the university level, for academic staff, and also for the university teachers. The visibility of the project is done by our social media Facebook, our account in social media Facebook. Here are some of the pictures that we have taken during our workshops and seminars in Shkodra, innovation camp in Turku. Our training in Dublin when 52 academics were trained about entrepreneurship education. And also, here is the meeting in Leon where we have presented and evaluated the modules for the teachers' qualification. The next meeting will be in Vlora in September, and who knows if there is another brilliant idea for our partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear professor, for your great presentation, and a special thank you to Anit for his perfect presentation and for his presence today here. So now it's time for some coffee. We invite you all to join us at the Rectorate Hall for a short break, 30 minutes, and we will come back here in 30 minutes to continue with the second part of university's presentation. Thank you. us in the second part of university presentations. We are honored to invite for a presentation of their institutions representative from Portugal, Polytechnic University of Porto, Stefan Selmar University of Suceava, Romania, from Poland, State University of Applied Science in Raciborz, Kazimierz Wielki, sorry for the pronunciation of the name of the university, and then University of Bergamo in Italy, 3 universities from Turkey, Anadolu University, Atatürk University, and Andokuz Mais University, and to conclude with the presentation of present universities, West Attica University in Greece. Honored Professor, the floor is for you.
Good morning. My name is Rosa Maria Rocha. I'm from Portugal and from the Polytechnic of Oporto, or Polytechnic University of Oporto. Our school is the School of Management and Technology, and is located in Felgueiras, 50 kilometers from Porto. And we are a public institution. Our school have almost 2,000 students and almost 200 professors and technical and administrative staff. We have a multidisciplinary research center in business and science, legal science, engineering and technology, safety and quality. What characterizes our school at our Polytechnic is the training diversity and our close connection with the surrounding community, mostly the business world. The other 7 schools of our Polytechnic are specialized by areas of knowledge: engineering, account and business, music, education, health, media, arts and design, and hospitality and tourism. The Polytechnic of Porto is the biggest polytechnic of Portugal. Now we have more than 20,000 students and more than 2,000 teachers and administrative and technical staff. We pride ourselves on the high standards of our teaching, the quality of our learning and training infrastructure, scientific research and sports, our partnership protocols and cooperative in Portugal and globally, and on the dynamics of our cultural agenda. Today, more than ever, our eyes are set on the future, but we never forget the past that makes the Polytechnic of Porto and its schools an institution of reference on higher education in Portugal. We have a student ombudsman, that the ombudsman defends and promotes the legitimate interests of the students' community. Some little appointments. We rank 4th among first-choice higher education institutions and 5th in number of students. We ranked in 5th Portuguese higher education with more international students and 3rd in mobility programs for teachers and staff. We have student welfare service that provide food, accommodation and other service. We have a specific fund to help students with special economic difficulties. This fund is intended to prevent school dropout. We base our action on the principles of equality, non-discrimination, inclusion, transparency, autonomy, and others. We have some volunteer actions, so important for the acquisition by the students of soft skills. After this short presentation is the moment my colleague Yvonne speak, and after we can watch 2 or 3 little films. Thank you.
My name is. We had a wonderful evening yesterday, so I'm here to present our school and to say very shortly that we are a school that is business oriented. Our school has lots of students, almost 6,000 students, and we have lots of courses, degrees and double degrees. The videos we are going to show, one of the videos, it was subtitled and done by the students of the translation course and business communication. And what can I say? We are very happy to be here. This is very beautiful. The organization is 5 stars. And it's a pleasure to be here and to present our school. But I think that words are words. Let's watch what we have to see, okay? Thank you very much.
My name is Miguel Lopes. I am a member of the Portuguese team in the European Erasmus project Apprenticeship Q. The main goal of this project is to establish the quality criteria for apprenticeship, and the principal outputs are the 2 manuals with the quality criteria, one for the educational institutions and the other for the placement providers. We have also an online application which can be used by everyone.
Erasmus Mobilities went very interesting for my teaching and research vision. With these mobilities I could exchange experiences and to know different seeing points and methodologies. I also meet several countries and cultures, and this is very interesting and enriching for anyone.
Hi, I'm Daniel, I'm from Portugal and I study informatics engineering. Last year I decided to take part of the Erasmus Plus project going to Bucharest, Romania. It was amazing. It's an unique experience to meet people from all over the world and to have lots of fun. Also, it's a really good opportunity to improve my English skills, since it's the base of communication with everyone and all the classes were taught in English. I think everyone should consider doing this kind of mobility. It takes you out of your comfort zone and makes you grow up as a world citizen.
I've participated in several Erasmus mobilities in several countries like Spain, in the North Ireland, and it has been a great opportunity to know different culture also, but different methodologies and different realities from institutions of higher education in Europe. And I hope I have the opportunity to keep on doing it. Also, an opportunity to know students with different backgrounds and with different expectations of what is higher education, and also to have the opportunity to invite students and other professors from those universities to come and visit us at Polytechnic of Porto.
University for Future Work Skills, Uniforce 2020. It's a partnership between 5 institutions. 3 of them are higher education institutions, Porto Polytechnic, a university from Vigo, American-Romanian University, and Haute École de la Provence de Liège in Belgium. And 2 consulting companies, Infalia from Greece and Método company from Vigo. What is the purpose of this partnership? Well, the purpose of this partnership is to develop soft skills between higher education students. For that purpose, we developed questionnaires to students, companies and lecturers so that we can help students to improve soft skills in the labor market 2020. Students and lecturers will be attending 8 online courses developed by the proponents of this partnership, and we hope that it will be a successful, it will have successful results.
Todos os dias pensamos qual é o nosso próximo passo. Todos os dias idealizamos algo novo para o nosso futuro. O SCAP abre-te as portas. Somos a escola de referência nas ciências empresariais e definimos um plano para ti. Deixa que o SCAP te ajude a construir o teu caminho. Preparamos para ti vários percursos, diferentes opções ajustadas às novas realidades empresariais. Multidisciplinares, distintos e inovadores. Caminhos que te podem tornar único, sendo orientados por um corpo docente especializado e com experiência profissional nas várias áreas do saber. Completa connosco o teu percurso e aproveita todos os desafios que temos preparados para ti. Nosso objetivo é dotar os nossos estudantes de competências transversais para o dia-a-dia das empresas. E não te esqueças, no SCAP terás um futuro incrível.
So this one was the video that was subtitled and done entirely by the students, okay? Now we are going to see another one.
Possibilities of what I could do with the world at my fingertips. My imagination brings a smile up to my lips. Oh, fascinating, I'm moving fast. Oh, I'm optimistic as the days go past. Oh, opportunity is here for me, so come along and take a look because I want you to see. The world is yours, look.
My name is Mihaela State. I am from Suceava, is a county in Romania. I will present my university, but after the team from Porto presented their university, I think will be very hard for me to compete with them, because they convinced me to next year to apply and to go to Porto. Yes, I have to recognize. But I will try to present my university. Last day you have already seen two other universities from Romania. Today you will see another university. I hope you will like. Maybe you will try. Why not? So I will try to use this. I don't know. Okay, okay. So I will start it with who was Ștefan cel Mare. Maybe it will be easy for you to say Stephen the Great in English. Was a Romanian voivode, and he was a defender of Christianity. He had built a lot of churches. After he won the battles, he had a lot of battles with the Ottoman Imperium. After the Romanian Orthodox Church canonized him in 1992, he is venerated as Stephen the Great and Holy. So this is the name of our university. Sorry, I think. Okay. Where is Suceava? Suceava County is located in the northeastern part of the Romania, as you can see, in Bucovina, which is one of the most beautiful historical region of the country. The area is an important tourist destination to the beautiful nature, and you can see there some monasteries that was built by Ștefan cel Mare. Why study of our university? Because it's one of the most dynamic university in Eastern Europe. You can find at our university high quality undergraduate and postgraduate education at a relatively low cost. Our university is accredited with high confidence by Romanian Agency for Quality Assurance in Higher Education, having the status of National Research and Development Unit provided by the National Authority for Scientific Research and Innovation. Some of our faculties, we have now 11 faculties. As you can see here, we have Faculty of Law and Administrative Science, Faculty of Economics, Faculty of Physical Education and Sports, Faculty of Forestry, Faculty of Educational Science, History and Geography, Letters and Communication Science, Mechanical Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Food Engineering. So we have many programs in our university. Maybe you will find something interesting. We have some. We are in some tops. Maybe the ranking is not so good as in other university, but we try to do the best. So, dream, create, and innovate. It is possible. You can try. And finally, I will present a video. I will finish with the videos. I hope you will try our university. And if you want more information, I will give you. I will send. Okay. Thank you.
And comprehensive public higher education institution. It organizes bachelor, master, doctoral and postdoctoral programs and conducts scientific research in the fields of economic sciences, technical sciences, engineering and IT, natural sciences, humanities and health. The first university in Romania in terms of number of patents and inventions over the last decade, the University of Suceava plays a determinant role in the development and sharing of scientific knowledge. Since its foundation in 1963, our university has constituted a powerful presence in a city of more than 100,000 inhabitants, decisively contributing to building a modern identity for the community in the geopolitical context of regional development. The campus provides new facilities for research and study, creating a dynamic environment for future professional development. The quality of life is also a priority. Students benefit from a modern infrastructure, a university restaurant, a library with 6 reading rooms, a planetarium, a swimming and kinesiotherapy complex, residential facilities, a book cafe, and a student cultural center. We trust that a visit to Bukovina and to our university will help you rediscover the values of an authentic lifestyle based on liberty, knowledge, morality, tolerance, and responsibility. Come and discover the Ștefan cel Mare University of Suceava, a great place to study.
Hello, my name is Kasia, and thanks to the wonderful organizers, I have the pleasure to be here with 4 of my colleagues, and we all represent State University of Applied Sciences in Racibórz. I'm going to show you a few short videos and say a few words about the university. I hope you're going to enjoy that. I have no idea how to use that. The last. can see, Racibórz is located in southern Poland. Yesterday I've learned from my colleagues from Czech Republic and Belgium that they were the heart of Europe, but I would like to mention that Racibórz is also a heart of Europe. And as it's situated next to the Czech border, our neighbors taught us how to make good beer as well. I'm going to take you on a campus tour right now. Oh, not yet. These are some pictures of our beautiful town. You can see the market square and the castle, and the campus comes now. These are the authorities of our university, rector and vice rectors, and the directors of the faculties, and some of them are here with us today, so please enjoy the presentation because they are watching. We have one MA program for students of preschool and early school education, and 3 engineering programs for architecture, automatic control and robotics, and management and production engineering. Next video will show you some activities performed by the students of automotive control and robotics. So we have 8 more programs. These are the first degree studies: physical education, nursing, administration, modern language studies, where we teach English, German, and Czech language, fine arts education, pedagogy, tourism and recreation, and national security studies. We have just applied for the MA for students of nursing and administration. Now we are waiting for the results, so fingers crossed. And the next video will show you our recent pride. We've managed to build our own monoprofile simulation center for the students of nursing, where they can learn how to work and operate in hospital conditions. that seems interesting to us at least, we'll take you to the Center for Recording and Digitalization of Didactic Materials. Look. You press play. Okay, so before I give the floor to another university, I would like to thank you all on behalf of myself and my team for having us here and congratulate on such a wonderful event. Thank you very much.
Hello, Mina Menges. Is it okay? Is it correct in Albanian? Good morning. Mirmir, yes. Okay, that was not correct in the Google translator. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Aniela. Together with my colleague Joanna, we came from Bydgoszcz, from Kazimierz the Great University, Kazimierz Wielki University. And because pictures are worth more than words, let's see the movie. And in the meantime, I would ask Asia to give away some sweets. So enjoy.
Of your future, study at Kazimierz Wielki University in Poland.
Educational studies introduce into critical thinking and efficient acting.
Kreatywne myślenie w edukacji. Tego uczymy.
Praca z dziećmi od zawsze była moim marzeniem.
Podstawą naszej pracy jest dobra komunikacja.
Journalism is a fascinating journey. Erasmus Vlore SDL University Program.
socjologia to nauka o tym, kim naprawdę jesteśmy.
Laboratorium Badawcze Mikotoksyn Uniwersytetu Kazimierza Wielkiego w Bydgoszczy jest obecnie jednym z najnowocześniejszych w kraju.
Już na studiach możemy poczuć się jak młodzi naukowcy.
Pływanie to to, co kocham.
W Centrum Kultury Fizycznej i Sportu rozwijamy nasze pasje.
Rewitalizacja dróg wodnych. Unikalny kierunek studiów.
New technologies, beverage of materials, innovation solution, physics is the future.
Praca zespołowa jest źródłem inspiracji i fascynujących hipotez.
Praca w ADOS otwiera drzwi do kariery.
Bydgoszcz is awesome.
W akademiku czuję się jak w domu, a może nawet lepiej.
Music is our life.
hope you enjoyed the movie and enjoyed our traditional sweets called krówka, fudge. And I would like to thank you, to Rezarta, to your team. And it's so unfortunate that your vice rector is not here, because I wanted to tell him that he should cherish such a team for your organization, for your professionalism, and for everything. So thank you very much, and I hope we will do many, many projects together. Okay, bye.
Greetings to everybody. My name is Vlora Topali. I am here as an international office member of the University of Bergamo in Italy, but I'm an Albanian born, so it's a double pleasure for me to be here in my home country to see old friends and meet new ones. So thank you very much for your invitation and for all your efforts in organizing such an amazing event. Okay, so let's start with the presentation of the University of Bergamo. Well, let me first tell you where Bergamo is. It's in the region of Lombardy, in the north of Italy. I would skip the heart of Europe because it's a very hot argument. So I would only say that it has 10 million inhabitants as a region, as is one of the most industrial developed ones. Bergamo, perhaps most of you have heard during the pandemics, because we were the center of it, unfortunately. It's close to Milan, Turin, Verona, and Venice. It's a historical city, and it's very well connected to Europe and all other countries, because it has the third biggest airport in Italy. The University of Bergamo was founded in 1968, and since then much work and effort is concentrated on quality and excellence. It's a widespread campus, and here is a list of the departments and where they are located. Here are some numbers about bachelor programs. We have 23,000 students approximately, master programs, internships, and other figures I'm going not to bore you with, because you can find everything in the promotional material I brought with me. We have PhD programs as well, a lot of publications. And here are the bachelor degrees our university offers. You can find all the details in the university brochures outside. Here are master degrees. Some are offered in English language, others in Italian. PhD programs, some of them are realized with the cooperation of other universities, just like Pavia and Napoli. And we have here some services for students, canteens, residence for students. We don't have so many residences for all the students, but we have an accommodation office who help all students to find apartments and other accommodations. And we have a very good university sports center. This is something about fees, scholarships, and grants according to the programs that students participate in. Very much attention is paid to the internationalization in the University of Bergamo, so we have different programs, international ones, double degrees, English taught courses, as I mentioned before. And here it's a detailed description of the other slide. But I would focus on this one, which is particularly important, and I'm very proud to tell you that as University of Bergamo, we have two institutional agreements with the University of Shkodra and with the University of Vlora. We realized a mobility agreement with the University of Shkodra recently, and are now concluding very successfully the first mobility agreement with the University of Vlora. We have two students of Vlora at our university having their Erasmus semester there. We had a teaching staff mobility from the University of Vlora, and also 2 administrative staff mobilities. We still have another new brand program, and I'm here to invite you students to apply for these mobilities, because it's a very important chance for you. Bergamo is a nice town. We don't have the sea, but we offer much more. So the call is open, apply, don't lose time, because it's a real life experience for students. Well, to reinforce what I said, I would invite you to watch what other students of the University of Vlora think about this experience. Could you, Elvira, please play it for me? Thank you.
Përshëndetje të gjithëve. Unë jam Marila Dule, studente në Universitetin Ismail Qemali Vlorë. Fal mobilitetit Erasmus Plus ka 107, aktualisht jam duke ndjekur studimet e mia në Bergamo. Ftoj të gjithë studentët, të cilët kanë dëshirën, si dhe ambicjen, që jo vetëm të rriten profesionalisht, por edhe individualisht, të fillojnë një uritë e tyre, si dhe të zbulojnë një botë plot opportunitete, le të applicojnë. Buongiorno, io sono Ariela Dule, studentessa nella facoltà di lingue nella Università Ismail Qemali Vallona. Grazie all'opportunità che mi ha dato l'Erasmus Plus KA 107, adesso sto svolgendo un semestre qua in Bergamo. Faccio un appello per tutti gli studenti che hanno l'ambizia di crescere professionalmente ma anche individualmente, di applicare. Hi everyone, I'm Arila Dule, student at University of Vlora, Ismail Qemali. Thanks to the opportunity that the Mobility Erasmus Plus offered me, now I'm studying didactic in University of Bergamo. I suggest to all the students that, just like me, want to approve themselves, but also to grow up professionally and also individually, to apply.
Përshëndetje, unë jam Armela Bushi, studente në Vlorë në master profesional didaktik në mësim italian. Duke qenë pjesë e programit Erasmus ka 17+, këtë semestër po e zhvilloj në Bergamo Città Alta. I bëj thirrje të gjithë studentëve në Vlorë të marrin pjesë, pasi kjo është një mundësi e cila nuk duhet humbur dhe ju ofron rritje akademike dhe profesionale. Salve a tutti, io sono Armela Bushi, vengo dall'Albania, studentessa dell'Università di Vallona Ismail Qemali. Sto facendo un master didattica di lingue. Grazie alla opportunità che Erasmus HA 17+ mi ha dato, io sto facendo questo semestre a Bergamo Città Alta. Consiglio a tutti gli studenti di partecipare in questa mobilità perché ci offre crescita accademia e professionale. Grazie a tutti. Ciao. Përshëndetje, unë jam Armela Bushi, student.
Përshëndetje të gjithëve. Unë jam.
Okay. Thank you very much for your attention. And I would like to give a special thank to the girls of the international office, as I call them, Rezata, Edlira, Aulona, and Ina, because they are really, really wonderful, and they are not only colleagues for me, but really friends. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Ümran from Turkey, Anadolu University. I am here with my friend Tuğçe and other university staff from different universities from Turkey. I will now present you our university, Anadolu University. The first page, please. Is it the first? We can. Okay, Anadolu University is located in the middle part of the Turkey, in Eskişehir. It's in mid-western part of Turkey, very close to Ankara and Eskişehir, Istanbul. Okay. I cannot see, so I cannot comment from the video now. So Eskişehir is the center of culture and it's a center of education, science, culture, and industry, and also its history is very rich. A culture mosaic with its 2,000-year-old history. And there are 3 universities in Eskişehir, and as you may guess, there are many students around, more than 200,000 students. The Portsmouth River flow across the city, and you can find many cafes, restaurants around it. It's a nice place to see. It's a nice city. And also it's very safe, so you are welcome to see it. And also it was Turkish World Culture Capital in 2013 and 14. And it's affordable, and you can arrive there very easily. Transportation with bus, train or airplane can be found. If you want to drive from Istanbul, it's 4 hours, and Ankara 2.5 hours, 5 hours from Antalya, and 7 hours from Izmir. They are very known cities of Turkey, so this is why they are here. And our university, Anadolu University, is founded in 1958 as Eskişehir Academy of Economic and Commercial Science, first higher education institution in Eskişehir. And now there are 2 others also. And the name is changed in 1982, and it's now Anadolu University, among the largest universities not only in Turkey but also in the world, because we have distance education faculty and we have students from all over the world. And we use European credit transfer system, which was launched in Anadolu University, one of the first universities in Turkey that use. As you may guess, as we have distance education faculty, we have many students. I mentioned. These are the numbers. I do not want to mention all of these, but more than 1 million students with our distance education faculty. It's a very crowded university. We have 12 faculties for 6 graduate schools, 2 schools, 3 vocational schools, 30 research centers, and 6 clubs inside the university. We have Faculty of Education, Faculty of Economics and Administrative Science, Faculty of Communication Science, Faculty of Law, Fine Arts, Humanities, Pharmacy, Tourism, Health Science, Open Education Faculty, Faculty of Economics and Business Administration are some of them. We have 6 graduate schools and institutions like Graduate School of Educational Science, Graduate Schools of Health Science, and schools like Schools for the Handicapped, School for Foreign Languages, and there are some vocational schools. We also offer some programs in English, economics, English language teaching, business administration, cinema and television, journalism, public relations, and advertising are some programs that we offer in English language. You can find more information about our programs on the website of the Anadolu Information Package, which can be seen on the slide. As I mentioned, we have distance education faculty, and distance learning programs are carried out by cooperation of 3 faculties from university. Faculty of Open Education is the main university that conducts the process, and Faculty of Economics and Business Administrations are also take place in the distance education. We have system covers Turkey, West Europe, Balkans, Cyprus, Azerbaijan, we have some problems for those countries, and we have opportunities in this distance education e-learning portal, including presentations, e-books, audiobooks, animations, and video conference. Our distance education programs, students benefit from all these educational sources. Also, for international staff, we have many opportunities. You can visit our university, our country, not only Anadolu University, but also our colleagues will mention about their opportunities on Anadolu University and 19 Mayıs University and Atatürk University will welcome you, I guess. Erasmus Exchange Program, Erasmus EU and EU projects, Mevlana Exchange Program for Turkish colleagues, young projects and dual diploma programs are carried out by our university. We have some agreements with universities, with many universities. Since 2004, more than 7,700 students and more than 2,000 staff have been benefited from the mobility programs. And Erasmus partner countries program for non-EU countries are also welcomed, and we can benefit from Mevlana Exchange Program also. I mentioned that we have some dual diploma programs with State University of New York and State in Economics, English language teaching, and BA and MA, and Business Administration programs. We have more than 19 international cooperation programs with institutions from 40 different countries that are presented in the slides. Why Anadolu University? If you ask why should you visit Turkey or Anadolu University, because we offer student-centered education as many of you serve, experienced and academic staff, student-friendly campus and the city. Since especially we have 3 universities in the city, it's a nice place for university students. It's inexpensive, easy accommodation, and offers many opportunities for students, also academic staff. We have a library, a rich library, which is open all the day, and you can find many sport facilities, sports hall, tennis courts, indoor swimming and outdoor swimming pools, also some opportunities for breakfast, lunch, etc. And we have some students club and various culture and art events on campus, and also in the city you can find many of them. If you want to visit our university, you are more than welcome, and we will be glad to see you in our university. And my friend Tuğçe will present you a small gift, I think. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for the organization too.
Hello, everybody. I think we nearly reached the end for the presentations. I'm Pınar Uçak from Atatürk University Office of International Affairs, and I'm here to present my institution and the international programs at our institution. Okay, I have it. Thank you. The last one. Okay. So Erzurum is located in the eastern part of the country, actually, and it's a winter city at the Anatolian peak. We call it as the roof of the country because the altitude is nearly 2,000 meters above the sea level. So that's why we have a long winter during the year. It's like 6 months winter, actually. If you are someone from a Mediterranean climate like me, it's very hard to handle it sometimes because the weather is quite cold there. It's like minus 35 maybe during the winter. But again, it's covered with snow, and trust me, it's more beautiful when it's covered with snow during winter time. The university was established in 1957, and it is the 7th oldest university in Turkey, and it's a land grant type university. That means the University of Nebraska-Lincoln helped the university during the foundation, and they provide some academic service during the first 10 years of the university. And Atatürk University is the pioneers of new generation university approach in Turkey. That means it combines research and education for the sake of social integration. So you may see some pictures from the campus. It's not always, of course, covered with the snow. We have some sunny days, like in these days we have sun. It's kind of rainy, but it's quite warm there. And as you can see, we offer 6 graduate schools, 23 faculties, and 13 vocational schools, and 31 programs in open education. And we are the 2nd university in the field of open education after Anadolu University. And we have, of course, many students, thousands of students in this faculty. So the university is quite comprehensive, so that's why we offer many different study fields, not only a specific field, but also the others like Faculty of Open Education, Dentistry, Pharmacy, Letters, and you name it. And in some programs and in some faculties, we provide 100% English instructed programs for the students, both for the Turkish students and the international students. So these are some figures regarding the university. You can see the numbers of graduate and undergraduate programs and the project details, I mean the numbers of the projects. And these are the graduate studies offered by the university. And on the campus we have nearly 50,000 students within bachelor programs, and we have more than 10,000 graduate students on the campus right now, and in open education it's like 500,000 students registered to the open education faculty. And of course we welcome many students from the neighboring countries and the other countries all around the world. And on the campus right now we have more than 6,000 international students. So you can also see the country distribution regarding the international students at the university. Azerbaijan, Iran, Syria, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan. I mean, the first 3 countries are the neighboring countries, so that's why we welcome more students from these countries. And these are the figures for the academic staff and administrative staff. As I mentioned earlier, the university is quite comprehensive, so that's why it's kind of hard to find a better place in one field only. So that's why you can see that the variety is, there is variety regarding the study fields and the ranking. I'm just skipping the figures that not to take your time. And in these days, Atatürk University had its place among the research universities within 20 universities from Turkey. And we have very nice and modern infrastructure for research, and we offer different research facilities with our research labs and centers, and we serve the region at the same time. For example, they check the tissues from everywhere in this research center, so it's one of them. These are the research projects at the university according to study fields. And as international office, we have more than 300 memorandum of understandings with over 60 countries all around the world. And we are a member of some consortiums with the neighboring countries at the same time. And as the international office, we not only manage Erasmus Plus program, but also the other international programs at the university. Of course, we have Erasmus with the program countries, and we have ICM projects with 16 countries all around the world. And we right now, currently, we have more than 40 partners within this program. Mevlana is another program for the student exchange. Actually, it is funded by the Turkish Higher Education Council, but due to COVID-19, the program is not active for 2 years. Maybe in the coming academic year, they will activate it, and it's another chance to exchange the students other than Erasmus Plus program. And also, we manage European Voluntary Service, bilateral agreement, summer schools, which provide some cultural activities to the partner institution students in Erzurum, and some winter schools and education abroad programs with the United States higher education institutions, and some joint graduate programs with one of the leading University of Malaysia. Thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all. I'm happy to be here. After a long wait due to COVID-19, finally we met in person. Thank you for everything.
Hello everyone. Herkese merhaba. Bonjour à tous. I am teacher in Department of Foreign Language Teaching at 19 Mayıs University. Thank you. Okay. Dans le cadre de plurilinguisme et multiculturalisme, I want to present in French, but I can translate sometimes in English too. Turkey is a country in the heart of the world. Yes. Not only in the Europe, yes. Some Samsun, sorry, a city by sea, Black Sea. This is a country Mustafa Kemal Atatürk started the war of independence and foundation of modern Turkish Republic. Our university faculty of medicine, faculté de médecine, notre université est située au bord de la mer. 51,000 students and 5,300 international students. We have common programs with some university of European country. Nous avons certains programmes communs avec les universités du pays européen. 19 facultés se trouvent dans notre université. Faculté de médecine, faculté de médecine dentaire, dentiste, faculté des sciences de la santé, faculté of health science, faculté de médecine vétérinaire, faculté d'ingénierie, faculté d'agriculture, faculté des beaux-arts, fine arts, faculté des sciences du sport, faculté de droit, faculty of law, faculté d'information, des sciences économiques et administratives, faculté de théologie, faculté des sciences humaines, faculté de tourisme, and 12 graduate schools. We have international students from different pays, Germany, France, Belgium, Turkmenistan, Bulgaria, Egypt, etc. Our university remplace parmi jeune university, young university in the world. Surtout, nous avons des student clubs, les clubs des étudiants, et ces clubs sont très actifs. Ils réalisent toujours des activités socio-culturelles. And now we can see in short video. Thank you for your attention and in multiculturalism, multilingualism. Thank you.
So hello also from my side. I'm George. I am from the University of West Attica in Greece, and I know that all presenters have said how thankful are to the Euro team for the organization, but I also want to thank you because it was really an excellent organization. It is truly a pleasure to be here, because also coming from Greece, it's the first time here in Albania, and I really enjoy being among you and all the other colleagues. So I will very briefly provide you with an overview of the last one, yeah. With a very briefly provide you with an overview of what we're doing at the university. Actually, I'm teaching on the faculty of the Department of Naval Architecture in the School of Engineering, but I will try also to provide you with some statistics of our international activity within the Erasmus Plus program. So the University of West Attica has been established recently, but it has a long history because it has been the outcome of merging of two previous universities, of Athens and Piraeus. So in 2019 we also got the School of Public Health joined the university, which is quite important, and during the previous time of COVID-19 the university gained a lot of publicity because a lot of experts were involved in all these national authorities for the COVID measures and so on. Currently is the third biggest university in Greece. There are 6 schools, 27 departments, 3 campuses, and there are more than 15,000 students among the different departments. So there are the sixth school is the School of Public Health, the School of Administrative Economics and Social Sciences, the School of Food Sciences, the School of Health and Care Sciences, the School of Applied Arts and Culture, and the School of Engineering, where I come from. Below you will see, you can have the link and navigate yourself if you want later on. If we focus on the School of Engineering, which I know somehow better than the other schools, so there are 8 departments, from electrical and electronic engineering, biomedicine, industrial design, informatics, topography, mechanical engineering, naval architecture, that is my department, and also civil engineering. And the university has been participating in the Erasmus Plus program through many years, and serving the general and the specific objectives of the program. And practically, as my colleagues in the international office, they say, they are very proud of trying to contribute to all the objectives from sustainable growth, equality, social cohesion, to know better the cultures and so on. The history of the participation of the university in the Erasmus Plus dates back to something like almost 30 years. And the important thing here is that during the recent past, and especially before the COVID situation, the university tried to be really open to a lot of countries, and they succeeded to have 65 countries within that with which they have been collaborating. Then we had, of course, the COVID situation, and everything was frozen for a while. But happily, let's hope that this is over from now on. In 2022, we had 69 countries for collaboration within the Erasmus Plus, which is quite a significant number. And actually, there are a lot of granted mobilities within the university, and with the exception of the COVID years. And this shows us that there is great mobility from our part, and there is extroversity that people from the University of West Attica, they travel abroad. We do have a lot of, not a lot, we do have some students from Central Europe also coming into Athens. I think that we do not have any students from Albania, at least to my knowledge. But maybe after this event, you will come and join us as well. Okay, I will not spend any details on the budget. The important thing here is that the Erasmus Plus program, as it is structured, gives some funds in order to be able to collaborate with many parts of the world. And this is a very important thing that I think that we have all to pass to the students, because it's a very nice opportunity, mainly for them, and secondarily then for the academic staff to expand their horizons. Also, my colleagues in the international office, they have informed me about the effort that it takes to have an international week organized, and this is also an additional credit to you for the organization. They had organized in the past their first international week in 2017 with the participation of 23 partner universities. Then they had a second mobility week in 2019, and also they have organized some smaller bilateral events. Here just an indicative event with countries, partner countries from Africa. I don't know if they have any other plans. Now, the University of West Attica has been established a collaboration with the University of Vlore here since, I don't know, several years, both in the fields of economics, public health, humanities, and technical sciences. I know that the technical sciences collaboration has been more, let's say, fruitful, because there are two professors, Cosmas Cavadias and Carmen Mendrea, that have been regularly visiting the university here. So there is an open, let's say, channel of communication. Now, since it's the first time that a representative for the naval architecture comes here in Vlore, I would just like to mention to you that actually I learned yesterday that here in Vlore there is the only equivalent department for naval architecture in Albania. So that would be a good opportunity. In Greece there are two. There is ours and another one, the National Technical University of Athens. And actually, due to the position of Greece and the tradition that we have in shipping and the shares in international shipping, it would be maybe a very good opportunity for students from Vlore to come and visit the faculty, the Department of Naval Architecture, because this can also create synergies and provide some opportunities maybe for further jobs and so on. The department is 10 semesters, 5 academic years, so it has 300 ECTS. That is somehow different from what we're doing here, but I'm pretty sure that there will be, you can join at some specific semesters that could be also maybe establish a collaboration at the master level with considering the equivalence that you have here with the 3-year studies. There are a lot of courses, of course, unfortunately for the students, but there are quite a few. There is also a great selection of elective courses, and this is very also important for incoming students, because they can choose the semester and they can choose they can choose which courses they would like to attend in English in Athens, so as to benefit from their visits. There are, of course, postgraduate programs and doctoral studies at the department if someone is interested. And well, I don't have any videos actually to show, because I was sure that the competition would be very fierce with all the other videos that we have seen before. And actually, I have to say that I have been in most of the countries and cities that have been presented, and if I were a student or academic staff, it would be very, very difficult for me to choose where to apply to go. Just to let you know that Greece is, especially from Albania, is very nearby. For the rest of Europe, it can be a little, further at the corner. But it's not only, the important thing is that, okay, we have learned through schools about, the Acropolis, Plato, philosophers, and so on, about 3,000 years ago. But actually, there is a very vibrant and modern city that provides a very good also opportunity for getaways to the Greek islands or to the mountains. So you are, of course, more than welcome to join us in Athens at any time. Thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you for your perfect and fantastic presentations, your videos, your delicious sweets we shared with us in these 2 days. I have to tell one more thing, that you have put me in a big trouble, since today my son finished the high school, and he has to choose where to go for his studies. So I'm now even more in big difficulties. Which university should I suggest to him to apply for his study? So, continue with the other presentation. We at our university as the International Relations Office, in our daily work we use the phrase, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. With this phrase, I would like to invite our alumni, Geraldo Gani, an exchange outgoing students of our university to testify his experience with the other students here present today. Please, Gerard, the floor is for you.
Hello, I'm Geraldo Gani. Okay, I have a little bit emotion. It's not so common for me to present. I usually sit there and listen. Well, I was a part of Erasmus student, and I was 2 times. I experienced that life 2 times, not only one. The first was in Riga, in capital city of Latvia, and the second one was in Białystok. It is a city in Poland, and yeah, these are some photos that I will never forget. And every morning that I wake up, I remember every moment. Well, it was a little bit scary because it was unknown feelings. It started the day when I went to the IRO office. I want to thank you, all the staff, and they helped me for everything, not only about documents and about the support, but they were helping me even as a friend. Every problem that I had during those days when I was in Erasmus, especially in pandemic time, I was in Poland. They were helping and asking always me if I had any problems, and they were so much supportive. Thank you very much. And the other thing that I want to say is that every time that students ask me like what happened there, how it was like, I just want to say, just go by yourself and experience that feelings. It's unforgettable. I met there a lot of other students. I made a lot of friends from Morocco, Egypt, from Colombia, from Poland, from Latvia, Sweden, and a lot of other places. I'm watching the photos and still I cannot forget those moments. Well, a lot of activities I held there. It was like we were dining every time, inside the dorms and outside the dorms. We made there a family. We were like a family. Every problem that we had, we were expressing with each others and helping, supporting each others. We would laugh together, we cried together, and only one problem was there. The last that was staying there had the best, okay, I can say the worst moment, because he had to see everyone leaving, every friends, like best friends that he made there was leaving, and he was staying there and watching them. Yeah, it's not a good view, but when you leave from there, you leave with a treasure in your heart. You have made a lot of friends, you experience unforgettable moments, and except of this, okay, I can say that even the university, I cannot say that it was difficult, but even not so easy. And but yeah, we studied together and we passed all the exams together. Even I was not the part of their courses, I was helping and they were helping me also. That was a good thing. I want to say, every students, don't be afraid. Just the first step is a little bit hard, but next one you will say like, okay, I can go by myself. Every time that you will ask for okay, you have to try just once. The next time you'll ask for that. Yeah, here is one moment that I was studying during the night because I was like, okay, it's time to study, enough with activities and parties. And here is one place where I was studying. Professor was very prepared. The lectures was very good. And here is the video from European Commission that was doing us for the students and the people that take part in Erasmus projects. And yeah, these are the numbers for Albanians that have taken part on this project. So I want to thank you everyone, and I especially want to thank you again, our office of Vlora. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. As always, you are very willing to share with you your experience with the other students. Before the lunch break, which is, we know all that is the most wanted part of the day, I would like only to remind you of the afternoon meeting at 7:30 p.m. to start the tour in the city of Vlora. Arikla will be your guide for this amazing experience. Now, I will invite all together to have lunch at the hall, and then you have free time until